Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the West Report first broadcast since the new year. I'm Justin Humany, and coming up, I'll be telling you about winter break and tell you why 12 guests that have already graduated are back in the building.
Hi, I'm Kyle Driggs, and coming up, I'll be telling you about the swim teams at Cherry Hill West, the boys and girls, and some also news on the ski trip.
This week, students at Cherry Hill witnessed a blast from the past. On Friday, January 5th, a select few from the graduating class of 2006 came back to West to put on assembly during 4th and 5th periods. The 12 students attended a variety of colleges such as Ramapo, University of Delaware, Bernard, Cambrini, and many others. They spoke about the ups and downs of college life. Ryan Tadley, one of the now college freshmen who came back to speak, answered questions such as what is college food like and what is the biggest difference between high school and college. He also gave us a soundbite on how he adjusted. Let's listen.
College, you have like a lot of free time. Like I would get up and go to class, and by 11 o'clock every day I'd be done with class, and then I'd have to sit around for like 4 hours before I go to practice. And like it's just like it's like better to have like a lot of free time because now like you can actually like study a lot more. You're not like pressed for like go to school all day for like 8 hours, and you go to practice, and then you have to go home, do homework, watch TV, whatever you do. You got a lot more time to like do whatever you want, but like you gotta make sure like you don't spend the whole time just like sitting around because like the first couple of weeks I was just like sitting around all day not doing anything, and then come night I'd be like doing homework till like 12 o'clock at night because all day I just sat around or whatever. But it's definitely like a lot more free time that you just gotta learn to like manage and stuff.
Thanks, Ryan, for those words. We'd also like to thank the West Guidance Counselor, Mrs. Pryor, for being the moderator of the assembly and for organizing this event. It's been a few weeks, but West students' winter break was a blast. Let's find out what kids did over the break.
All right, over Christmas break, winter break, I went to my aunt's house for Christmas Eve, and we all celebrated there, ate dinner. And Christmas Day, I came back home, celebrated with my family. It was a laid-back day. For Christmas, I got a juicer, but I had to return it because I didn't feel like slicing anything. So, and I guess also over the break, I was in a wrestling tournament for JV and placed second in it, which was pretty awesome. And then New Year's, I just hung out with my friend Andy and we lit off fireworks near my old neighbor's house.
You're good.
My aunt and cousin stayed at my house.
I went to North Carolina, visited my family. That's pretty much it. Ate Christmas dinner. That's it. New Year's, all that fun stuff.
I actually had a great break. I went to Puerto Rico the 20th, so I missed 2 days of school. Went to Puerto Rico, spent time with my family. I went to a lot of Christmas parties. I got new skis for Christmas, and New Year's I spent it here with my friends, and it was a good time.
Yeah, I learned how to swim during my Christmas break. Yeah, it was pretty fun actually. It was really cold, but then again, it was, your parents just push you in the water and stuff, like to force you how to swim. They basically did that in the cold weather. Yeah, to learn how to swim for a good couple.
Merry Christmas.
Well, over break, some of the things I did were go to New York. I went to visit my aunt who's pregnant. She's about to have her baby soon. Really excited about that. I hung out with my best friend a lot. We went to the movies, went to parties. It was pretty fun. New Year's Eve was like my favorite time because I hung out with like my best friends.
We also had the opportunity to see what the faculty did over their break for winter. Let's see what they did.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Nicolo, and during this past Christmas vacation, I did just absolutely nothing. I relaxed, I watched TV, and I caught up on the series of SUV, Law and Order, my favorite. That's about it.
Yeah, so over break I spent most of the time with wrestling, coaching. I think we had one day off over the entire break. The rest of the time we were either at practice or at the matches. But I did try to spend a lot of time with the family. Took them to Storybook Land, which they decorate real nice with the lights, and some rides for the little kids. So, it was a good break and a good time to sit back and relax and reflect on how much time we spend here at school.
Over break, I had a chance to rest, also to catch up on some grading, see some family that I haven't seen in a while, just recuperate in general and get ready for the long haul, the rest of this year. That's about it.
Thank you, West students and faculty, and I hope you all had a great break and a wonderful holiday. Let's move over to Kyle for sports.
Well, the boys swim team has already won 2 meets, and on Wednesday, January 10th, West swam against East. Due to the lack of divers for West, this meet will be extremely close. We talked to Miss Nauman, the swim coach, and she said even though we don't have any divers, this meet will be a tight one. But I think we have what it takes to win, she also says. West also won the South Jersey Relay Carnival, where we were up against 15 teams, one of which including East. The girls' swim team got off to a shaky start. They lost their first meet and the Relay Carnival, but as of now have pulled themselves to a 4-1 record. Also, on Friday the 5th through Sunday the 7th, West students attended a ski trip to Killington, Vermont. We asked West senior Mara Great about her trip.
Friday after school, like 2 o'clock, we went for Killington. We left for Killington. We got there at about 8 o'clock at night, and we just chilled at the hotel that night. And then we woke up really early, like 6 o'clock in the morning, the next morning, Saturday. And we went skiing. It was a really good time. It kind of rained, but we still had a lot of fun. And that night we went bowling, and we hung out at the hotel, and we had dinner. And then the next morning we woke up, which was Sunday. We woke up early again, went skiing again. That was a little better. It didn't rain, but it was kind of hot. The snow was kind of icy, but we still had a lot of fun. And then we came home that night, got home at about 12:30 in the morning. It's kind of late, and then we had to come to school Monday. But I had a really good trip, and yeah, that's it. It was a good time.
Thanks, Mara. So Justin, tell me about Cotillion.
Well, with the new year here, many exciting new events are quickly approaching. One event, which is right around the corner, is the Sophomore Cotillion. For many sophomores, it is seen as the highlight of their school year. The class of '09 had its meeting Wednesday the 10th to afford sophomores and answer their questions. Tickets to this event are $40 apiece and will be sold every day after school till Friday the 19th of January. The Cotillion is considered a semi-formal event and will be at the Marston House on the 27th. Get your tickets before it's too late. Also, as the school year running fast, second market period interims have already been handed out on January 5th. The first semester of this school year will end January 30th, ending 2 marking periods. Report cards for the second marking period would be distributed February 8th.
Well, that's it for this week's West Report. Please tune in next week for some more great stories around West.